Hey everybody, it's Beth Gaff, Miss Beth here at the Peabody Public Library. Welcome back to another session of virtual field trips. I'm really excited about today's class. We are going to be exploring zoos. And with that, I want to let you know that I did have somebody reach out to me that is loving our virtual field trips, and she actually provided a link for us to try out for some of our different field trips. And we are going to be taking a look at that link today. So if you're watching, thank you so much for the link. I hope you got my email thanking you. And I'm really, really excited about today. I've been looking forward to zoos and animals, and I think we're going to have a really good time. Don't forget, parents, there are those lesson plans, activities, coloring sheets, all kinds of things included with this. So you would just need to look down below and you would find those available to you to create an awesome lesson plan, whether you're homeschooling your child or doing schooling virtually. This is going to really, really put you up there. And best of all, it's just fun. It's just fun, and I enjoy doing them, and I hope you enjoy watching them with me. And I don't want to waste any more time. Let's take a look at zoos.
Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another session of virtual field trips. My name is Miss Beth or Beth Gaff here at the Peabody Public Library. I am your systems administrator, technology trainer, and robotics instructor here at the library. Today, we are going to be looking at virtual field trips, and we are going to be looking at zoos. I'm very, very excited about today's class. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to look at different kinds of zoo styled websites that we can actually go in and look at. Now, this particular website here that I have up is actually a website that was shared with me from a parent and grandparent that are doing these virtual field trips from home. So I am really excited that they shared this with us, and I want to use it today. As well as this one, we are going to be taking a look. We're also going to be taking a look at Adventures in Familyhood, and there is a section in here called Zoos. So we're going to be taking a look at that. I'm also going to be sharing with you, as part of our lesson plans today, a link that will take you into a very nice virtual field trip lesson plan, and this is geared towards animals, as well as another lesson plan called Let's Go to the Zoo. I do have some printable activities that are included with this as well. So I feel like we are going to have an amazing class today with all of the resources that we have available. Before we actually get into the road trip from home virtual field trips, I want to take a look at this particular website, Adventures in Familyhood. Now, you could go into your Google search and just type in Adventures in Familyhood. We're going to come down here, and this is what we used for our art museum when we did those. So I'm really excited about some of this. Now, they do include some lesson plans, which I will include for you as well as this link. So you'll be able to either follow along with me or go out on venture on your own. These are just our resources of what they're used. Now, there is a complete list. So we're going to click on that. And this is for zoos, aquariums, safaris, and farms. So we're going to come down here to where it says zoo. And it's just showing us here's a curriculum that you could follow. We're going to look at the San Diego Zoo, but we're going to look at that from the other site. So here are several zoos that are listed that we could look at. I don't want to be here all day, so we're not going to look at all of these. But if we look further into more zoos, it looks like some of these zoos actually have live webcams, virtual tours that you can take, and things along those lines. Looks like they have some YouTube videos. So there is a lot. So I'm going to go fast here and go back up to where we started. And I'm going to click on the Houston Zoo just because it's the second one on our list. And it looks like they do have webcams as well. So this is the Houston Zoo. You could plan a visit, and it tells you how you can plan your visit, what you can do while you're there, the different kinds of programs that they offer, how you can support the zoo itself, and of course, save the wildlife. So let's go to the giraffe feeding and see what we get. Okay, so it is a live feed. Of the giraffes. And this is at the Houston Zoo. Let's see what happens if I make this a bit smaller. There we go. So this is a live webcam taking us in, and it looks like to control, we have to click this. Oh, okay, and it takes us around. So we can, I think I've clicked it too many times here. But it'll position. Let me go back in because there we go. So there's our giraffe, and it looks like it switches camera views regardless. And this is a live feed. Let's check out what else. Okay, I was just noticing something else was happening. So this is the giraffe platform. So let's check out the otter cam. Not a whole lot going on in the otter cam. But that is really cool that you can still look at the live. Here's the gorillas. Doesn't look like gorillas, but this is what the feed is supposed to be. I'm not really sure what those are, so that'd be a good research project to find out what exactly these are on the gorilla cam. Possibly boars. Look like they're boars. So very big pigs. All right, what else do we have? We're just going to kind of zoom along here. So this is the elephant yard cam. And we may be catching this. It is quite early here, Eastern Standard Time in Indiana. I'm not sure what if they're on a. Okay, so this is from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And maybe it's that the zoo isn't open right now, so these animals aren't out. I'm hoping as we go on and look at different ones today that we actually see. Okay, well, here's some ants. This is an ant farm cam. The rhino yard. Let's see. The chimps. Waiting for that to load. All right, well, it doesn't look like it is. Let's see what the flamingo cam has. Somebody out there cleaning. So it looks like we're kind of catching this right now when the zoo isn't really open. I feel like there would be a lot more for you to see if the zoo was open. So hopefully when you're taking a look at this and you're following along with me, you're doing it maybe at a later hour. And you would be able to see some of the stuff that's offered. So we're going to get out of that one. And that was the Houston Zoo. Let's take a look at the zoo in Atlanta. And they have a panda cam. Let's see what the panda cam says. So it looks like it's just a live feed. Oh, and there's the panda sleeping, as we probably all wish we were. So this is telling you about the pandas. Apparently that's their big thing right now. Tells you about the zookeepers. Let's go back up to the top here. Timed ticketing, visiting. Here's the zoo map. So you would be, and the Houston Zoo had a zoo map as well. So if you click on some of these, it tells you what you're going to expect when you go to those areas. That's kind of exciting. Some of the animals. And it tells you about their diet, how they live. So they're like little flashcards. That's neat. Okay. Let's go back and pick another one. And then I want to take a look at the San Diego Zoo. Let's go to the Detroit Zoo. So they also have virtual educational resources that have live videos, ventures. They have live webcams. Let's take a look at the penguins. Hopefully we can see some penguins today. Ooh, look at all of them. And this is live right now at the zoo, the Detroit Zoo. These are called poke penguins. It looks like they have some education, which we can click on those in a minute. Let's go back and take a look at the otter. So this is their habitat. The snow monkey. And it's not loading. So we'll just go back. Okay, so it looks like you can see what kind of zoo events. Here's your education. If you'd like to support the kind of animals, habitats, and exhibits they offer, and a little bit more about them. And if you'd like to visit. All right, so we're going to close that. I'm going to flip us around here. We are now going to go to the San Diego Zoo, and we're going to be using that special website that was provided to us from a parent. So I'm really excited about this, and I love it already. I love how colorful it is. It has a game you can play. You can go into certain things. Ooh, this is really, really awesome. Okay, let's explore. Let's see here. We got San Diego Zoo Kids Animals. Let's click on that. Okay, so they have some that are already categorized, but it looks like you can come in here and choose your type. Let's see. The area that you would like to see and endangered status. So I am a reptile person, so I'm going to click on reptiles. And let's take a look at the American alligator. Oh, this is amazing. So it tells you all about them. Babies on the way. So this would be a really great one for that scavenger hunt sheet that I have down for you to use. Tells you where they can be found. Tells you some facts, what they eat. These are all interactive. Let's go up to videos. I'm just kind of skipping around so you can feel free to pause me and go do what you'd like. Let's take a look at the Tiger Cam. So here's our Tiger Cam. Looks like it's loading. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on with the tigers today. And it looks like it's still loading. Let's go back into videos. Let's take a look at the penguins. I see a few of them in there. Okay, so they're peeping. Let's see if we got some sound. No sound really, but that's okay. So there's our penguins. What else do we have here? Let's look at the owl cam. So there's some owls just kind of sitting there. They look very content. So it looks like there's quite a bit that you could actually explore Platypus Cam. And it does take it a minute to buffer. Oh, we've got them all down in here. You can see the platypuses. That's so neat. These all do have a full screen mode, so you could push on that. Oh, it looks like it is full screened. Oh, look at him swimming. That's awesome. Let's take a look at the stories area. There we go. And you could go into specific stories. Curious. All right, so this is the carnivorous plant, which I think is like your Venus flytrap. Snap trap. So these are just different stories. In activities, different kinds of activities that you could do with the kids. Maybe the kids could find activities to do with you. Hidden penguins. We already took a look at the penguins. And it tells you where you can find the penguins. Some stories in reference. They've got a coloring page. Let's go into some games. Living Legends. This has got to load for a second, but you could see that there is a lot you could do. I mean, we're just kind of grazing the surface a little bit on the Zeus today, but you can see how this could be a day's worth of fun. I mean, you know, I went through some of these websites pretty quickly, but if you actually took the time to look at them, then you would have a day's worth of fun coming on. So I'm going to, while we're waiting for this to load, I'm going to go ahead and flip us back to, let's take a look at the National Zoo. I'm just going to load that up and get it kind of going. This is the Smithsonian's National Zoo and conservation. So they've got, again, some live cams, education. It's got some activities that you can do, webinars, some of the animals, planning your visit, memberships. Let's go back and see if it's almost ready. So if we wanted to look at the lion cam, then we could possibly load it up. There's the lion cam. And this is the national, oh look, it's not a lion, but it's a tiger. Just kind of wandering around. Can I expand? I can. So I can expand this. And you could just sit here and observe lions and tigers and bears. All right, let's see if that game is ready for us. Nope, still isn't ready. This is the lion cam. And again, this is the Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation. Let's take a look at the elephant cam. Let her load up. Aw, cute. It's their little stable area. Okay, let's go back and check. Here we go. Living Legends. So let's hit play. Long live animals. San Diego Zoo's birthday. Turn some of this down. There we go. All right, so I don't really know what we're supposed to do. Live and hunt on the savannas. Okay. Causes problems. People there are working to share the habitat with wildlife so that the lions can hunt their regular food. Swipe to cut the vine. Nice. So we were able to get it in his mouth. All right. So we completed that level. So I need to... Alright, so that's fun. What a fun game. So we're going to go to the next one. There we go. We missed this, though. That's alright. So it's kind of a game of challenge and strategy. And I missed that, but that's okay. So we're going to cut that. So, alright, I'm going to end this because this can be an addictive game. I can see that right now. So I'm going to take us out. But you can see where that would be a fun one to play. And it looks like they have some other ones that you could try out and so forth. All right, and then saving the animals, of course. So this was all about the San Diego Zoo. We've still got that live webcam going on from the Smithsonian's National Zoo. Let's go back. And it looks like they are temporarily closed, but it's nice that they have this where you can watch. One thing I'd like to do is come down to our resources of where we started and kind of look at... where was it that I saw? Let me see if I can go back. Actually, I think it was on the list. And so let's take a look at some of this. Here is a virtual field trip guide. And I'm just on that. Oh, this, I'm going to end up sharing that with you. Here's some zoo field trip questions. And this is going to be shared with you as well. But what I really wanted was those live links. Here we go. So let's take a look at the virtual tour for the Chester Zoo, which is in the United Kingdom. You could choose whichever one you want. Okay, so it takes us to YouTube. So then you could do live virtual tours. Oh, look. Let's take a look at that. These are the chameleons. So let's go forward.
However, when
It's just a different kind of chameleon.
these fairly regularly here at Chester.
Males use those for jousting to fight over territory, and females.
So this tells you a lot of information about different kinds of chameleons. But it looks like they have a lot of different things that you could choose from. They have lemurs and rhinos. So that's pretty exciting. But they have other ones on here too that you might want to take a look at and see what's going to work out for you. Wow. So there is a lot to explore when it comes to zoos. So I really, really hope that you enjoyed us kind of looking at some different zoos today. We looked at some live webcams of the animals, some items that I'm going to be including with our class. Here we go. Here we go. So these are all the files that I'm actually going to be including. So we do have that San Diego. This is just a PDF that I will be putting on there for you as well. And this is all about the San Diego area that we discussed. Let's go to the zoo. This is just another type of PDF that has a lot of lessons on it. It's quite large. Then we've got the zoo animal field trip. So this just tells you about some different animals. There's an activity freebie, a guide. This is the scavenger hunt that you would be able to do while you're investigating those different live cams. And then they have a fun little zoo passport that you could create, as well as the websites that I'm putting on there. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of today's virtual field trips. Zoos. And I want to thank that family for sending me that amazing link. It looks like there's going to be some other items on there that we can do at a later time. So I'm really excited about us being able to explore that as well. I'm trying to get us back to the beginning of that. There's a lot of things I clicked on when we first got in here. All right, and here it is. So we looked at the San Diego Zoo, but you can see there's a lot of different things that can be done that we have to explore at some point. So thanks again so much, you guys. Thanks for being a part of it. Send me those virtual field trip ideas. Can't wait to see the next one. And I hope you have fun exploring. Have fun exploring those zoos. Have a good one. Bye.